So yeah, it's just gone 5 o'clock. Well, it's 5:45, I think now. Bloody buglers. This must be a military camp because the bugles went off at 5:30, which is why I've woken up. I was sleeping like a log and then I heard beautiful day. I'm off to Sam Nuea over here today. I found a guest house online last night. Well, the one that's recommended on TripAdvisor is the best one. Gonna head there, I think. I read a few reviews of the place. I think one of them referred to Sam Nuea as a stinking hole. I'm sure it's not that bad. What I'm looking forward to in Laos is the language is very similar to Thai, so I'll be able to speak a bit. The food, I'm after a bit of papaya salad. Something they don't do here really. Oh, that's where they were swimming last night. I must have been behind the waterfall, but that would be on the Laos side, wouldn't it? Where were the kids? The kids were swimming somewhere down there last night anyway. It's too cold this morning, not getting in there. In Laos, I'm looking forward to more of this scenery. I was speaking to a guy last night and he said it's all just mountains basically. Mountains, mountains, mountains. Laos is a very high country. So looking forward to the food, the laid back pace of life, although it's very laid back here and in the last place I stayed. And I think if you stayed in towns in the north of Vietnam, it's like a different country. Apart from Hanoi, which is hectic, and some of the bigger cities. Once you get into the mountains, it's because there's a lot of hill tribes living up here, and the hill tribes don't recognise international boundaries. So you've got like the Hmong and Thai here, not Thai people, Thai tribe, and they all live in the mountains of Laos, the mountains of Vietnam, the mountains of Thailand. And they were here long before they made borders for Thailand and Laos and these countries, so those people are all quite similar, and their way of life is very quiet and peaceful. I've talked for almost 3 minutes, can't stop. So it's just gone 6. The town's waking up. I've done one circuit of the place already, and the guy I saw talked to last night, he had really good English. Sells a banh mi sandwich at the side of the road, so I'm going back there to get some banh mi. I might have some noodles. Lovely sunrise. All sauce. Oh, okay. Do it yourself. Make yourself. So I got my hot dog. Nice. Oh, it's like a hill tribe village. Just checking if his coffee shop's open. Feeling it won't be. It's got a big knife, that one. Proper hill tribe village. This is the end of the line. So you might not be very wealthy, but you live in a beautiful place. Wow. So I just chatting to the guy I bought the sandwich off, who I spoke to last night as well, and he was saying they're going to finish this in 2 months, and then the main road that goes to the border is there, and this is going to be like a second road. So, well, already is a second road. Hi, morning, ciao sang. Be a second road. Guy was just saying this is a very poor place, obviously, It's tiny and it's in the mountains. There's a lady there with a stick searching for something. What is she looking for? It's just gone 7. Not yet. 8 minutes to 7. Trying to find coffee, but it looks like there's nowhere to have coffee. That's what woke me up this morning. Bloody bugle call. Wow, not a good river to be a fish. They've got like a fishing trap set up there to get any fish that's coming down the river. And then they've got a series of traps over the weir as well. So yeah, you're pretty much stuffed if you're a fish. Oh, the guy that sold me the sandwich this morning, he's quite knowledgeable. He's been over to Sam Nuea in Laos, the next place I'm going. He said the first 40 kilometres of the road's not very good. And I think he said the next 40 is good. I didn't think it was 80 kilometres all the way, but maybe I'm wrong about that. But so maybe it's today that the roads will be a bit of a nightmare, but that'll be fine, I'm sure. Gonna go through about 9 o'clock. Not getting any coffee. No one drinks coffee here. Nobody. Just getting some noodles. Look at the tea. It's like a little thing to keep it warm. Wow, that's really good. It smells good as well. Alright, 20 past 8, and I'll have a crack at getting across the border. Had some noodles. Oh, no coffee. Just going to pay off and then, yeah, head across there. I'll try to film what I can. I don't know if I'll be able to film it all. So this is the Na Meo exit. I'm going to go and talk to one of those green men and hopefully he'll stamp me out of Vietnam and then I'll be off into Laos. So that's the Vietnam side done. Last office on the right is where you get your passport stamped out, and then this one's customs. Yeah, I'll finish. Yeah, before I was interrupted. Last office on the right, that's where they stamp your passport out, and then this office here is the customs office. 200,000 dong to get your bike out, which is, I don't know, 100,000. So £7-ish, cheap as chips, get it out. And I believe it's only $2 to get it into Laos, so that's what I'm doing now. So now I'm just riding across the border. I can't remember what side of the road they drive on in Laos. Right here, it's left in Thailand. I can't remember what Laos is. Is it? Yeah, I think that's probably a river, isn't it? And then the Laos side is here. So there's no one here at Laos Immigration. I mean, no other people. So it's really quite quick. I had to fill out the forms as usual, which is always a ball ache. But it took me about 15 minutes, 20 minutes to get through Vietnam because they're super slow in that office. And then this is as quick as it can be. I wish it was all just electronic. Just swipe in and swipe out. Lots of filling out forms. It's getting done. Get the bike in. I think that's $2 to get that in. And we can be on our way to Sam Nuea. So I've almost got my visa. Just realised my SIM card I don't think it's going to work when I cross over, so I won't have Google Maps. It's only a straight road to Sam Nuea, so I can't really get lost. I'll have to get a new SIM card, and I need to download Maps.me for Laos because I've only got Vietnam. So I'll get that done today. So that's it. I've officially left Vietnam and entered Laos, petrol Laos. That's the border. Na Meo on the Laos side. Okay, so that took about an hour to get through both sides. The bike had to go through both customs here It's $3. I think it used to be $2, now it's $3 to get the bike in. I paid $40 US for the thing, for the Laos visa, and I paid 200,000 to get the bike out of Vietnam. So all straightforward. Now I just head to Sam Nuea on this road once I pack my bags. Got to get my passport tucked away and then I'll be off. Great. Right, 9:38, I'm across the border, heading up to Sam Nuea. Let's go. Well, that's a bonus. Google Maps is actually working. So I'm in Sam Nuea and I'm headed up to... No, I'm going to Sam Nuea. I'm at the Na Meo border. What do they call it on the other side? Oh, so many names. Getting confused. Right, 84 kilometres, 83 kilometres to where I'm going. Google Maps is working. That's great. Back there, I think they drive on the right. I'll soon find out if they don't. Is this the road? Alright, the road doesn't look very good. Uh-oh. It's going to be slow going today. It's going to be like this. This is just a little patch. That looks better. That looks better. Oh, that looks fine. Oh, we're going to Laos. New stones, watch those. They'll get you in all kinds of trouble. Yeah, I think someone told me they're redoing the road here. So literally left the checkpoint and that's the scenery that I'm greeted by. Oh my goodness, they're remaking the road obviously, but it's pretty smooth. 326, what's that mean? Is that the number of the road? 326 maybe. Oh. A few guys working on the road back there, you can see over there the whole thing. They've basically stripped it all down and they're going to put the surface on. I don't know why they don't do it in small sections, like do a bit and leave the rest, but they seem to like to do the whole lot all in one go. Oh my goodness, stunning ride. So I don't care if I'm going at 10 kilometers an hour. Absolutely great. Oh, blind. Oh, the road's not so bad now, I can get a bit of speed on. Loose gravel though. Yeah. What's around this next corner? Truck blocking the road. Oh, this is great. There's a bloody landslide. I can see the couple that was staying in my bungalow over the other side. That mean they got through before. I'm not sure it's a landslide or if they're just digging a new section away. It seems we have to wait while we do it, which is unfortunate. I've only just started the ride today. I've only literally been going like a few minutes. Oh crap, how long is that going to take? 2 trucks backed up waiting. Oh, I can see what's going to happen actually. So that guy's doing that, then he's going to bulldoze it out the way and then he'll let some traffic go through and then yeah, it should be okay. It should only take a minute actually. Just going to run that bulldozer through there, isn't it? Not going anywhere for a while. Grab a Snickers. Wow. Right, so it's been almost an hour I think. Patience had almost run out. I was just looking at an alternative way of going down there, crossing over the river, then coming back across the river, and I can see you can get back up to the road. But finally, they've started to clear the road. Oh, how long is this going to take? I don't think it'll take long actually. Just going to bulldoze the rock out of the way. So the girl that was staying at my place last night, I thought it was her. She just walked across here. I was really confused because she told me she was going to Laos today, and last night she said she was going back to Hanoi today. But I think she literally just came over. She walked over the border, bought some fruit at the local market to take back for her family, and then she's just gone back. It's about a mile or two to the border. I think he's almost done it. Almost. Well, I'm going to just lost my sense of humour for the day, waiting an hour for those guys to knock down that soil and clear it. Just stood there thinking, why can't you do this at night time? Close the road at night, get the torches on, get the lights on, do it at night, and then it's easy for everyone. I'm not commentary about it. Yeah, one thing I've noticed almost immediately on the Laos side, the road's not as good and it feels poor. It's just got the feeling of a poor place. Yes. Pretty though, very pretty. Oh, the river looks nice and clean. Apparently it's Lao on the other side of this river as well. I just asked one of the locals. It's all Lao. Yeah, so the road's not great, but the scenery's stunning. It's only not great because they're improving it. Come here in a year or so. Oh, it's just improved a bit. It'll be decent. Yeah, just coming down this little valley, really nice. Oh, it's so nice to be moving again after being sat waiting for an hour, especially when the scenery is like this. Some interesting little caves there. Oh, dry, very dry. Rainy season's the next one. I've just joined the stretch of road that they've finished, they've completed improving, and now it's really good. Nice, smooth, wide road. Speed things up a bit. It's funny, I come over onto the Laos side, it just seems barren and parched, like there's no water, whereas the Vietnam side it was fine. So completely dried out. Nice road, fine, flat, no traffic. So for being this is bad, I've just come up a mud section, steep, muddy. This is a whole brand new section of road they're putting through here. That was a little bit hairy, should we say. A little bit hairy. Right, yeah, that last section there, that was a bit hairy, to say the least. Oh. Blimey. Quite a peaceful little spot. 35 kilometres to go to Sam Nuea. Road still, this is all just loose stones, they haven't put the surface on it yet. Not the best to ride on. Welcome to Vieng Xai district. I think that petrol station is the first sign of civilization of that. Vietnam. Just little villages. Just coming into the town of Vieng Xai. Thought I'd have a little drive around it. It's quite pretty, I've got these cast mountains at the back. interesting. Specialists in Indian and Laotian cuisines. Vieng Xai. Restaurant Sabayadi, Odisha. Interesting spot. We have a little mooch around. Yeah, this looks like quite a cute little spot. I wasn't expecting to find an Indian restaurant. It said it's an Indian restaurant and an internet cafe, so I'm going to go and have lunch there and get online and see where I am and if there's anywhere to stay here. There's a couple of lakes as well, which make it quite pretty. I expect, given that the sign is in English for that Indian restaurant, the owner can probably speak English and give me some information. It's only another 30 or less kilometres to where I was meant to be going. I've got no hard schedule for Laos. Given that I haven't heard anything particularly good about the next place and that this place looks quite good, I might stay here instead. I'm going to try and do a long ride tomorrow, a couple of 100k. Let's see. Let's go and get some food. It's 1 o'clock. Curry and round, not bad. So this is quite a pretty spot. There's a viewing point on top of that rock there. This is a guest house I'm going to have a look at on the lake. It's recommended as the best place in town. Doesn't look like much. It's another, I haven't got to my intended destination. That's another 28 kilometres, Sam Nuea, but no one said particularly good things about Sam Nuea, so I'm not that bothered about heading on there. Plus the road was crap this morning, so and I had to wait an hour for that guy to clear the rocks off the road, so it's 2 o'clock now, is it? Yeah, I've just had that curry, it's 2:20. Go and check this place out. It's awful and I don't fancy staying there. I might press on. Around here, all these Cass Mountains are famous because during, I think it was the Vietnam War, when they were bombing Laos, they weren't meant to be, it was the secret war, but all of the local people escaped, well, not escaped, basically lived in caves surrounding Vieng Xai here. They lived in caves and they had schools in the caves, hospitals in the caves, factories in the caves, everything was in the caves. You can go on a guided tour, but I don't think I'll do that. It's too hot, that's my excuse. Right, I'm going to stay here. It's really basic, but it's like 60,000, which is really cheap. How many? It's cheap, it's really cheap. That's a huge bloody monitor lizard. I was just thinking about swimming. I looked at the water and thought, looks a bit gunky, but also there's bloody huge lizards in there. I thought it was a crocodile. Oh, look at all the fish. Nice. I need to get a SIM card sorted out for my phone. I might go up to that viewing point. I don't know how the hell you get up there. So that's my room. It's bigger than the other ones. The one at the end, number 1. Number 2 next door. It's quite pokey, but it's the same price, 60,000, which I think is about $6, about £5. If I want to go swimming with those giant lizards, I can just go straight down those steps. Dragonfly. Got a view of that mountain thing. Some kind of party going on over there, it's quite loud. Oh, right. I could do with a shower. So I'm quite chuffed with my choice of accommodation. I'm going to go back into town and get a SIM card for my internet on my phone, because my Vietnam one doesn't work, obviously. I think it had expired, it was only a 30-day one anyway, it's past 30 days. And what else am I going to do? Go back and see that Indian guy, because he can, I think it said he can do SIM cards and he's been living here 10 years. He's got loads of like maps on the wall of the local area and where you can go and stuff. I've got my phone. This is absolutely lovely. All the children wandering around with big knives. You couldn't get away with that in England, could you? They're all chopping things, trees, bushes. That's the viewing point. I'll try and get up there. It's like a scene from Children of the Corn, that horror movie when all the kids have got sickles. Look. What are they going to chop? Getting a nice coffee. That's the local market over there. Might get another one or two. Having a chumuk. Good old chumuk. Coffee with jelly in the bottom. Haven't had one of those for a while. It's just smashing my ice. Yeah, I've done a bit more research. It was the Vietnam War when they were having, the Americans were here as well, fighting a war with the Protect Lao, who were the Lao nationalists, and to escape American bombing, 20,000 people lived in caves. Basically, there was a town in caves that surround this town. Hospitals, factories, schools, homes, everything was in these caves, and you can go and visit them. I've come here not knowing anything about this place, so I don't know if I'll get there before it shuts. I'm going to get to the top of that thing first and get a view, and then if I've got time, there's a visitor centre for the caves down there. I'm staying here. There's another guest house apparently here. There's one down there. There's quite a few guest houses. Some of them aren't on the internet. Well, they're on different websites. There's plenty of places to stay. So those are the steps up to the top of the viewing point. You have to pay a bit of money by the look of things to get in, but I think it'll be well worth it. I think there's going to be a fantastic view from up there. So go and pay my money, and there's nobody here, just me. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am in Laos. Just walked up 500 blooming steps to get this view. I think it was worth it. Oh my goodness. Woo. Right, that's my hotel, floating on that lake there. That's me. That's the Indian restaurant where I had my lunch. That's the local market. The cave visitor centre, where you can see where all these people lived in caves during the Vietnam War, is down there, I believe. What a beautiful spot. It's not even a crystal clear day. I've come in on the road, I went past that, didn't I? So I must have been on the road that came through that valley there. Tomorrow I'll go that way towards Sam Nuea. So I've just had a climb up that rock. It's coming up to 5 o'clock. I'm going to see what the cave visitor centre probably closes at 5. Could do it tomorrow morning. I've been quiet at the spot. Oh, I just found out there's a cake shop. Internet's a terrible thing. Cake shops. Yeah, it's beautiful. I've read before, it doesn't get many visits because it's really hard to get here. It's stuck out in a corner of the country where you have to take like a couple of buses kind of to get out here. Take a long time. There's another homestay out here. I think the cave centre's somewhere over here. So This is the visitor centre for the caves. Vieng Xai Caves Visitor Centre. So that's the town where I am here, staying here. And these are all of the artillery caves. Wow. Gosh. Jeez. Well, they do a 3-hour tour of the caves, one at 9 AM till 12, one till 4. It's like a 3-hour thing. Sounds like there's a lot of walking involved. I'm not sure I'm that keen to do it. 10,000 for locals, 20,000 for Asians, and 60,000 for anyone like me. Saying that I've paid for my room tonight. I'm not sure. Probably not going to do that. I'm going to go and have a look for this cake shop. It's the viewpoint I was at before. Quite a pretty little spot. The cake shop I'm looking for is meant to be there on that corner, according to Google Maps. I have to go back and hunt for it. So where are we? Tuesday. I think it's day 35 of the trip. My first day in Laos. Just been to the top of that thing. I've come back to the Indian restaurant to have a lassi. I've never had a lassi drink. I know a lot of Americans might not have, but it's a lovely, sweet, cold, ice cold drink. Just what I need right now. Cool, thank you, sir. Oh, that's so good. Just what the doctor ordered. I'm having a look at the menu for breakfast tomorrow. It's got an Indian breakfast menu. Aloo paratha, whole wheat bread stuffed with potatoes and spices. Never had that before. Yeah, I'll probably come back here for breakfast. Almost definitely will be back here for breakfast tomorrow. Wonder what time it opens. That lassi is really nice. So something seems to be happening down here. I can smell. I saw a girl with a few crepes earlier. Went past on a motorbike, and I think this is the crepe dealer down here. I might have to have a crepe. This is the local market. Like, people are literally coming with what they can carry and selling it. So like, yeah, they walk down with a backpack full of stuff like that, lay it out and sell it. Amazing. What's quite interesting, there's quite hard bargaining going on. I can understand it because it's in Thai and Lao, similar languages, but driving hard bargains on each other. Yeah. And this post is all about not taking opium. You want a happy family like that. You don't want to end up like that. And the opium's bashing him over the head, breaking his heart. Yes, I'm in this town which is like, what is it, Vieng Xai or something? Which during the Vietnam War was like the centre of the resistance. And they've got that brilliant statue. Because I mean, the Americans bombed the hell out of this area, trying to kill the leadership of the Protect Lao, the Lao nationalists. And after they won, built a statue standing on one of the bombs the USA dropped on several areas. This is a lovely little town to explore. I've just spent, got here at 1 o'clock was it? I had some food and then just spent all afternoon walking and riding around. It's lovely. So I'm back at my Indian restaurant for a vegetable soup, which looks really good. Spicy, a little lemongrass. Sunsets in about half an hour. Lovely spot. Yeah, it's just coming up to 7 o'clock. at night, and the whole city's just shut down. Yeah, it's 7:15. The sun's gone, and that's what happens, I find, in these more rural places. Once the sun goes down, everyone packs up and goes home. Because I was going to get a crepe from that woman, just a bowl of soup in there, but she's gone home because the sun's gone. Only the mobile phone shops are open, 2 big mobile phone shops. Everyone's got a mobile phone, haven't they, these days? So I don't think there's anyone else staying here. There's a young lad looking after it over there in the room, handsome young lad with tattoos, and he's singing karaoke in his room. Not the greatest singer. It's a bit dark. I can see more than the camera can. The mountain just in front of us there. Oh, it's beautiful.